All right, guys, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. I appreciate it. It has been a while since we've uploaded, and we're going to get back into the swing of regular uploads. I've been extremely busy and lost access to the channel. So that being said, I'm happy to be back. And with this, I will be talking about the recent news on Sonic Rumble. We actually finally have another release date, and hopefully this time the game officially comes out worldwide. Hopefully you enjoy this video. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe because 80% of viewers are missing out by not being subscribed to the channel. Let's go ahead and watch this trailer as well that they've put out for the game.
This November.
Most
intense Sonic game ever.
Ever?
Multiplayer mayhem.
Okay.
With up to 32 players. Battle Dr. Eggman's diabolical machines. Coming soon.
The wings are so dope.
Pre-register
Ooh, that
now.
art. Oh, the art is clean. Oh, the art is clean, bro. Hold on. I got to go back. Oh, that is sick. Look at Tails with the blaster, though. Oh, that's sick. Hello? All right, so really quick, if you have not been up to date with this, here's the deal. Most people think this game is not actually playable. It is playable. So firstly, they announced November. I don't know what day. Maybe it was in here. Maybe it's the final of November. I don't know. Sometime in the next month it'll be out. They had actually announced a release date for this game previously. I think a couple of times actually, and it got delayed. And so the game is playable, but the initial release of the game had VPN restrictions. So you couldn't play it if you weren't in certain parts of the world that had the soft launch, because this game got a soft launch in like Canada and I believe like Thailand and Brazil, I believe was one of them. It's like it's been multiple places. Actually, this exact thing is happening soft launch with Sonic Blitz as well. However, somewhere along the way, they actually built servers outside of those areas, because initially the game was not playable without a VPN tied to those areas. But if you download the game right now, you can get started right now. You can download an APK. You can change your store region to another location. You will need a VPN for that. Then put it in like Canada and download the game naturally. It'll update naturally. It'll play naturally. You'll no longer need a VPN because the actual servers in the US are up and have been up for several months. The game is just not out. So it's able to ping completely and work properly, just naturally, as a normal game should. So the game is playable. It's just not been announced that it's playable is what it is. And it's not on normal storefronts. People don't want to jump through hoops to try to get it. And like I said, initially you had to jump through hoops, but you also had to consistently have a VPN on the entire time you played or it would drop. That is no longer the case because the game is, it's up and working technically. So that being said, I want to say that, like, you know, people have been really mad on every single post they ever put out. Release the game. Release the game. Why can't you play this game? Release the effing game. All this stuff, right? That's been consistent on every single thing they put out. And they've tried to temper expectations with that. But I can understand why people are upset, because people don't know that it's playable, for one. And two, like I said, people don't really want to jump through those hoops. And then also, one thing that they've been doing is they've been, like, because it is playable in certain parts of the world, it is an early access, but the game has microtransactions available in it. They're not resetting any accounts. They've done collaborations, right? They've done several Sega-based collaborations already. They're running this right here with the custom art on the Discord to see which gets implemented into the game. Like, they have been handling this like a normal game that is released everywhere, despite the fact that it's not. But that's because it was widely already playable, right? So that's my whole point. And I think this, like I said a couple times now, this kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people. They just don't know. They just simply don't know, because it was never really widespread put out there. They've got a creator program and everything. Like, this is legit out. but it's not. But it is. So anyway, now in November, what they're going to do is they're going to put it on your normal store and you'll be able to download it and play. There's not any difference. It's just going to be at your normal store. I will say that it is good and it is cool that I know it's not great that this has to kind of happen, but I'm going to be honest with you. The initial version of the game, probably like a year ago at this point, that required a VPN was very, 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 very bare bones. Extremely bare bones. And the main reason that they decided to delay the release of the game was simply because it was not ready. Right? You don't want to see a game come out that's not finished, that's not fully ready, that's rushed out, and then it doesn't get the support, it doesn't get the notoriety, and then it flops and it closes. You don't want to see that. So if it means you need to take a little bit longer, then that is the smart decision to do. Right? Don't be so money hungry and don't be rushing the game out. Take your time before you introduce it to the wider audience, which is what they did. Now, fans have been mad about that. But it's understandable when you take a step back and think about it from that perspective, why they would do that. I stopped on this page because this is one of the many things that they added. They added a training mode. They've added so many other modes especially over the last 3 to 6 months, that were not in the game. Like they've added so many different stages and characters and stuff like that, collaboration stuff like that, but stages and modes and all this other stuff that simply did not exist as they prepare to launch this game in a more finished state for the global audience. So if you have remained patient, I think this game will do really good. It'll be a good game, but see, the first comment. It's the first comment. Try this out. It advertises knowing full well that nobody here can try it out. We understand, but the game is coming very soon. This is all hype killed by Sonic Rumble. This is the entirety of their entire, and I can't really blame people. I can't. This is the entirety of all their interactions on social. Because people have been bait and switch. But if it means getting a finished product, I think people should be more happy about that, right? You don't want to see something rushed out and then flop and then close, right? I think they have good aspirations for this. And really, we're in the middle of a Sonic renaissance, and I think that this is interesting. The only thing that could be a bit of a problem, it's not the exact target demographic, certainly because this is on mobile, etc. But releasing post-Crossworlds, post a lot of recent game launches, it's been a pretty competitive, and it's going to remain a pretty competitive next few months. But the last couple months have been really competitive with a lot of different game releases, including, like I said, Sonic Crossworlds. That may be where it's just not great in terms of people really trying this out. Even the mobile space has seen a lot of different games. So unless you're a diehard Sonic fan, it may be kind of a little bit tricky. But this is a game that it's on mobile, but it will also have a PC client. That's another thing. It already does have a PC client technically, but anyway. And it will be on Google Play Beta, so you can play it on PC as well through that if you wanted to as well. So there's multiple ways to play this game. It'll be on Steam. But I do wonder about that as well. How invested will people be able to get since this window is pretty compact? But overall, though, if you've been somebody that's been waiting for this for a long time, hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully you're excited because guess what? It is finally coming. Stay tuned because I'll be continuing to cover this and I'll be getting back to covering Blitz, which on the record for Blitz, it has changed dramatically. I wasn't able to play for a month, and oh my god, it's a new game. It's an entirely different game. I don't even know if I like it anymore, to be honest. It's an entirely different game. I got to get used to it again. But if you want to know more about that, click the video on your screen. If it's not there now, it will be later. Trust me, it will be back. So thank you. I appreciate you. I'll see you later.